Stop doing these things if you want to be happier. Hola, hola, hola a todos. Es tu prima favorita, Bobby here, and welcome to the Cousins Corner if you are new here. If you are not new here, welcome back. I'm tu prima favorita, Bobby, and I just like to talk. And I'm going to talk just very briefly about some things that you need to stop doing if you want to live a happier life, right? The only thing that you can control in this life is how you maneuver through it, right? You might not be able to control what happens to you. You might not be able to control how other people act towards you or how they feel or think towards you, but you can control your own happiness in finding this. So I'm going to give you 3 things that you need to stop doing if you want to be happier. The first thing that is draining your happiness is comparing yourself to others. Comparison is the thief of joy. And I know it sounds cliche. Maybe it's something that you hear all the time. Maybe it's something that you're tired of hearing. Regardless of that fact, it still stands strong. Any time you are comparing yourself to somebody else, oh, I don't have what she has, I don't have what he has, hers is shinier than mine, his is better than mine, da, 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 da. You're going to rob yourself of joy every time. Think about it. If you just ran one of the best races in your life, you beat your time, your personal best. Maybe you didn't win the entire race, maybe you came in second place. You get up there on that podium and you start thinking about the fact that, oh, I only won second. Oh, this person's faster than me. Oh, his trophy is bigger than mine. Oh, compare. You're not even going to be able to celebrate the fact that you beat your personal best. You won't even be able to celebrate or have your joy within the fact that you've ran faster than you've ever ran before. Run than you've ever run before. I'm an English major. I should know these things. But my brain is in Espanol. Anyways, spazzing out for a little bit. Focus. If you continue to go throughout your life comparing yourself to others, comparing where you are versus where somebody else is, or what you're doing versus what somebody else is doing or what someone else has done, you will never get to celebrate yourself. You will never be satisfied with yourself, and you will always be pushing to be better and be better and be better. And for what if you never get to celebrate at each step that you are actually getting better? So if you want to be happier, if you want to live una vida más feliz with more happiness, to be happier, one thing you have to stop doing is comparing yourself. And I understand that sometimes we aspire to be better. We use other people as a role model, or maybe even a goal post, or maybe even it's like, if they can do it, I can. That's totally fine. But when you get to going tit for tat with somebody else, you need to reel it back in. You need to realize, I've come this far. I am one step further than where I was. I am one step closer to my goals than where I was. What somebody else has got going on, that don't have nothing to do with me. They might be my competition. They might be a person that I'm in this race with, but overall, I am here for self-improvement. Now, there are going to be things where if you're like playing sports or whatever, you're like, I'm playing to win. I am playing to win. That's cool, but we're not talking about sports right now. We're talking about life in general. Stop comparing your life and where you are to others. You'll be all the happier for it. And also celebrate yourself. Like, the second part to that, don't compare yourself to others, and then also celebrate yourself. Big or small, celebrate your wins. You control your happiness. Take charge. The second thing that you need to stop doing if you want a happier life is to stop overcommitting. Yes, I'm talking to you. And I'm talking to you because I was once one of those people who overcommitted. I felt like I needed to be in the know. I felt like I needed to show up for everybody in every way that I could, every time that I could, anytime that I could, squeeze in all of these things, and I was just there. Couple things. When you do that, it's easier for other people to take advantage of you, and not purposely, some of them. Not that they're trying to use you, but because you have made yourself so available and so committed to being there for other people and showing up for others. And not to say that you shouldn't, but overcommitting yourself to other people, that they do start to see you as, you don't have a life. What could you possibly be doing? You're always here. You're always saying yes. You're always available. So I don't expect you to be busy. I don't expect you to be doing nothing else. I don't expect you to have time to focus on yourself, because you're always overcommitting to other people. And that is keeping you unhappy. You're overcommitting to other people. Who's showing up for you like that? Who's dropping every single thing that they have going on every single time to be there for you every single time? And if you got somebody that's doing that for you, great. Still, you should not be overcommitting yourself. And you especially shouldn't be overcommitting yourself if you do not have the capacity to. And as I said, I was a person who always was just, yes, 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 I can make that work. I can make that work. I can do that. I can take that on. And I had to realize that that doesn't serve me. What serves me is being able to commit at the capacity that I have, is to be able to show up for people in a way that feels comfortable for me and in a way that is not overdoing it for me. I still have to make time for myself. I still have to find moments where I can pull back, where I can pour into myself, where I can go into my isolation and take care of myself. So I can't overcommit myself. And when I learned that lesson, when I learned to stop doing that, when I learned that if it don't make money, it don't make sense, you know, when I learned that no, I'm not going to live this life where I'm always tired because I'm always saying yes and I'm always overcommitting myself. Oh, the tables turned, baby. The tables turned, and they turned for the better. I get my rest. I'm still a busy gal, right? I still do a lot of things. I still have a busy and packed schedule, but I prioritize better and I do not overcommit myself. I'm like, can I catch you on the flip side? Can we reschedule? I can do that for you, but it's not going to be today. I can do that for you, but it's not going to be this month. I can be there, but it's not going to be for that long. When you learn to really put yourself first in a way that helps you to be able to save your energy, because you can't show up for anybody else if you don't first show up for yourself. It's only so long before you just hit that wall, before you just crash or crash out. Don't do that. So you have to make sure that you're not overcommitting yourself. And if you are going to overcommit yourself to yourself, a su misma, to your own life, to your own dreams, to your own goals, your own passions, and your own aspirations. Because if you're overcommitting to other people, you are doing it wrong. And you are keeping yourself unhappy. The last thing that is keeping you from being happier, the last thing that you need to stop doing in order for you to be happier, is you need to stop holding on to things that no longer serve you. And I've probably said this time and time again in video after video after video. I'm not going to stop saying it because it's very important. A lot of us are carrying around things, people, connections, thoughts, beliefs, baggage, whatever the case may be, that is no longer serving us. I said in a more recent video that there are things that you can't take into the places that you're going, and that includes people, that includes habits, that includes thoughts, or where your mind state is. There are things that you cannot take with you when you're becoming the person that you are aspiring to be, or the person that you are working towards becoming. There are certain things that do not serve you. They do not serve your future self. They don't serve where you are now. And so what you're basically doing is you're walking around just dragging on dead weight. You're wondering why you're so tired. You're wondering why you're so mentally drained, why you are so emotionally drained, why you can't focus, why you can't sleep, why you can't eat, why you can't just be in the now or be in the present moment, because you are focusing on things that do not serve you anymore. You are trying to pull things into rooms that you're called to be in, but those things can't go. You can't come here with those muddy shoes on. You got to take them off. Take off those heavy boots. They don't even fit you no more. And you're trying to walk in here with those on. You can't come in here with that. And so you have yourself standing outside because you don't want to take those muddy boots off. Ooh. Don't get me to preach. Don't get me to preaching. But no, in all seriousness, you have to learn to let go of things that no longer serve you. And sometimes it's going to take being the bad guy in somebody's story. Sometimes it's going to take being the standoffish friend that doesn't come around anymore. Sometimes it's going to be the person that is not as available as you used to be, the person that doesn't do the things that you used to do or have those habits that you used to have. Sometimes it's going to be hurting people's feelings because they have this knowledge of you or who you were or how you were, and that's what they're trying to hold you to when you're like, I'm not there anymore. I can't be there anymore, and that's okay. Communicate that with people that deserve that communication from you. Let's do that. Let's be grown about it, okay? Let's be mature, but also be okay with the fact that it's like, I have to let this go. This doesn't serve me. This isn't serving where I'm trying to go, what I'm trying to do, where I'm trying to be. So I gotta let it go. I gotta cut those strings. I gotta cut those ties. I gotta cut those habits. Because even in the moment, if it doesn't feel good, even if in the moment it makes you sad, the reward that you get on the back end for letting go of things that no longer serve you is what's going to lead you into a happier you and a happier life overall. The outcome is what's going to make it all worth it. But you dragging around that dead weight, you dragging around those emotional ties, soul ties, pulls, habits, whatever the case may be, it's only going to make you feel more weighed down. And it's going to make you continue to wonder, like, why can't I just get it right? And it's because you're not letting these things go. Every time you take 3 steps forward, they're the tiniest steps ever, because you're dragging so much with you that no longer serves you, that you can't even move at the pace that you can move if you just released it. I'm not trying to get preachy on here. I promise. I just be spitting facts, bars. I'm not gonna keep on rambling on and on and on. I do want you to share your thoughts and your comments down below. If there's anything that you would add on to this, what are some things that you had to let go of that made your life happier? What are some things that you would recommend other people let go of in order to have a happier life? Please leave your comments down below, and don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, so that you can join me in the Cousins Corner, because I am tu prima favorita, Bobby, and I just like to talk. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye.